You know something is wrong when your washing machine sounds like it's training for the Olympics. Like, why is it doing all these gymnastics? Every time it tried to spin, bang, 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 like someone locked a toddler inside with a drum set in their hand. Then it would panic, refill water, drain again, try spinning again, fail again. This machine was in an emotional cycle worse than my PMS. And then I tested it empty, and suddenly this thing is calm, peaceful, balanced, just like it came back from therapy. Turns out it was the suspension rods. These rods hold the drum steady, and mine had clearly given up on life. Honestly, same. Now listen carefully. This is not for the weak. But this drum was heavy. Like, why didn't I go to the gym heavy? Here are all the things you'll need: vice grips, because my fingers said I quit, pair of really good gloves, a putty knife or a flathead screwdriver, a 1/4 inch nut driver, some silicone grease, your new suspension rods, of course. I've put the link of mine below, and some Clorox wipes because you will question your life choices midway. First things first, unplug because I don't want you getting electrocuted. And then turn off the cold and hot water inlets. And then go ahead and let's get started. First, I remove the console and then the lid. So for the console, there are two 1/4 inch nuts that you will have to remove. So go ahead and do that first. There's one on either side. Make sure you keep them safe. And then go ahead and remove the console, and it should click out. Just place it in front on top of the washer, and then you're going to go ahead and take out two more screws that are holding the lid down. Same screwdriver again. Then go ahead and place the console back and temporarily screw it back in place just using one of the screws. Next, go ahead and take a flathead screwdriver, and where the handle is, right underneath that is the opening to pop off the lid of the washer. So go ahead and use a flathead screwdriver and pop that top lid open. It takes a little bit of force, and this is how it looks on the inside. Then go ahead and close the lid and put a tape or painter's tape to hold the lid in place when we are working on the drum. At one point, I was like, if this washer falls, I will simply move houses. And please listen to this part. Not all of the suspension rods, so those long things are suspension rods. Not all of them are the same. Mine had two green rods on the right side and two white rods on the left side. The right side is green and the left side is white. You mix them up and your washer will spin like it is possessed. You'll notice four white kind of washers that are holding your suspension rods in place. What you need to do is first remove them. It's a little complicated, so use a very good glove and go ahead and pull it up, turn the white part around and pull it off. Takes a little bit of force, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. But the drum is heavy. Once you take off one of the suspension rods, make sure you replace that one before moving to the next. You do not want to take out all the suspension rods at the same time because then the drum is going to fall to the floor and it is going to be massively hard to pull it back up. So, one at a time, people. So, this is my first one. After that, I'm going to put some silicone grease. I bought this for like $5 at Ace Hardware. Um, it's really good. What it does is it actually prevents your rods from moving too much. It's actually a dampening grease, not a grease to allow movement. It's actually the opposite. It doesn't allow too much movement because it's quite viscous. Now use the vice grip about 6 inches below the hook of the new rod to hold it and hold it at an angle. Now it's finally time to put in the new suspension rod. Uh, Keep the washer aside and then position your suspension rod correctly so that the base is inside the little cup at the bottom. And then go ahead and lift the rod through the little hole. You will see that coming up right there. And then take the white washer, line it up, push it in, turn it around 90 degrees, and then position it properly before you let the rod go down again. Mine did not quite align properly. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle, and you should be able to line it up just right. And it actually falls right into place. Now repeat the same procedure on all 4 sides and replace all of your suspension rods. And then go ahead and close the lid. It literally just clicks back in place. Remove that temporary screw and lift off that front console again. And put the screws holding the base back in on both sides. Very important, don't forget to move the silver cylinder back to its original position. Clicks back into place. Close the console and put the 2 last nuts back in position. Fit your hot and cold water. Vacuum the back of your washer because I don't think you'll ever get to see that place again. And now for the moment of truth. I turn the washer back on and suddenly, no banging, no shaking, no emotional breakdown. Just spinning, baby. And that is how I fixed my washing machine without paying $300 to someone who would come in, nod twice, and do the exact same thing. Save money, fix things, and lift weights occasionally because if she can fix things, so can you. Like, subscribe, and share.